everybody. The head of the table and the struggle for the pride of the Mysterio family is gone from Hell in a Cell. Now, with that monumental shift in the main event, what is to befall Hell in a Cell? Who comes out on top? I'm Casualeann. Come with me. This is still, in my opinion, going to be an interesting ride. So I thank you for joining me on my predictions video. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win tomorrow. As before, I wanted to wait until the Go Home SmackDown was done, and boy, did it end up being fortunate that I did, because Reigns got moved to SmackDown last night, with the Tribal Chief, of course, retaining against pro wrestling's legendary among legends, Luchador. Now, to the actual card. So we have Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. Cesaro returns to tear things apart, literally, bringing the Ding Dong Hello set to tatters and pantsing Rollins in the process. Then this week, he returns, the professional he is, to do what apparently he does best right now, or what he's allowed to do best right now, which is embarrass Seth Rollins. This is for the best, I think. Rollins has nothing to lose from putting over Cesaro, but between Cesaro losing to Roman Reigns and not appearing on TV after a while because of the kayfabe injury, he can get plenty damaged by losing to Rollins here. It just makes more sense for Cesaro to win and cement this hopeful transition into the top tier. I think also it'll go really far in putting Rollins' character and his mental state into a total tailspin. That look on his face after Cesaro pushed his chair down, brilliant. I want to see more of that crazy guy character, and this should definitely push that guy forward. Next we have Shayna Baszler versus Alexa Bliss. Now, unfortunately, losing is what Shayna does right now. Loss is her lot in the WWE life, at least for now. And with Alexa as the new Fiend, kind of with a new play, ally, something, I doubt seriously that Alexa will be booked to lose. Some of it may be pre-recorded, but they've definitely kind of already set Shayna up to be less than a formidable foe whose bark is kind of worse than her proverbial bite. She lost against Reginald, and she couldn't escape from the Thunderdome on Alexa's playground on a Monday night without screaming her head off and being gone the whole next week. What is she gonna do in an actual match? The story, it just doesn't fit with Shayna coming out victorious, so I think Alexa Bliss will win. We have Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. This one's pretty straightforward. Sami is a man on an island with no loyal allies. The closest one he had at one point was Apollo, questionably. Even Sami's felt the sting of the Nigerian nail at the hands of Commander Aziz in recent weeks. There hasn't really been a build to this match, even less so than the 1 to 2 week build they had for WrestleMania. And Kevin Owens has already been portrayed as kind of the better man, both psychologically, with him vowing to beat some sense into Sami Zayn, and in ring. So I think he'll defeat Zayn. Our next match is for the Raw Women's Championship. Our champion, Rhea Ripley, is going to face Charlotte Flair. Desperation has been written all over the Queen's face, bubbling just beneath that cool exterior that we often see on Raw Talk. And sometimes, like in those Beat the Clock challenges and in the tag team match, it's boiling over into this loss of concentration that has ended up benefiting Nikki Cross. While Rhea's also been booked to fall prey to kind of the non-conclusive finishes and the like, I don't think creative is ready to take the title off of her just yet, and she does, as a result, tend to come off as a bit more stoic, at least around the ring. When Charlotte wins, however, whomever she may triumph over, it's gonna be a hot ticket and it'll probably occur over one of the larger pay-per-views like, SummerSlam or Survivor Series, especially since that time will be her first reign since her return. I think Rhea is going to retain in Hell in a Cell and live to haunt Charlotte's nightmares another day. For our SmackDown Women's Championship, we have Bianca Belair taking on Bayley. This is a Hell in a Cell match. In stipulation, this is the match that replaced Roman and Reigns, which explains kind of why the Hell in a Cell element was announced as late as the Go Home SmackDown. The cackling thing has kind of made Bayley a little more comedic, or at least not taken as seriously, I think, as Bianca is at the moment. Bianca is kind of on the trajectory of defeating opponents, and Bayley is her first large feud as champion. So I think they'll want to move on soon and see how another championship feud plays out. And they can't do that if Bianca's lost, or at least lost clean. Bayley's being painted as a bully with Bianca as the obvious overcoming babyface. So even with a pretty full top babyface card, I think that Bianca will retain. And in what is likely to be now the main event, Bobby Lashley, our WWE champion, will face Drew McIntyre in Hell in a Cell. And of course, the story among Drew's last title opportunity is the fact that he has the experience advantage over Bobby. This is Bobby's first match in Hell in a Cell. But just like WrestleMania Backlash, I am having a hard time trying to predict this match. And as I said with the Raw Talk from a couple of weeks ago, I believe that they are building Bobby up for a gigantic fall with, the pride, the women, not taking things as seriously. We saw that a lot with the contract signing. But the thing I get tripped up on is when that fall is going to happen. I don't know that yet. Part of me thinks that this being Drew's final shot at the title is kind of a giveaway to the result. Like, if he can't go for it anymore with Bobby as the champ, then it's literally a must-win situation. But that might also be an exit door for the feud if he doesn't win. It's his way to go and finally do something else. And likewise, if Bobby's fall is supposed to come later at some larger stage, then he needs to retain for now. I'm about 51-49 on this one, but I think Bobby will retain. So that's it for my predictions. Let me know what you all think. Who's going to win the various matches at Hell in a Cell? Is it still going to be something of an interesting event despite the fact that Roman is not going to wrestle on it? Will we see him at all? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Hi guys, got one final prompt for you / teaser. I am this close to deciding what the first of my What Music Did for Wrestling Themes video is actually going to be. And thanks to a brilliant fan suggestion, I am either going to do the B Team's second theme, the scholastic cheering sounding one. We're gonna either do that one, or I'm going to do Goldberg's theme. I think for very different reasons, they're both pretty evocative, interesting themes. And so I'd like to get some more opinions as to which of those you'd like to see. Let me know down in the comments. And as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All right, I'll see you guys soon.